We're 1-2. And they're what?
2.
From Bellevue, Tennessee, on the campus of Nashville Christian, this is Mike McPherson with Coach Michael Peters, bringing you the broadcast live stream of the first home game for Nashville Christian. Tonight, the Lady Eagles are facing the Franklin Christian Academy, and we are just about ready for the opening prayer and then our national anthem, and then we'll give you our lineup. So we'll take you to the court now.
Thank you so much for the blessing that you give us freely every day. Help us to not take this for granted. Help us to understand how much you love us, what you've done for us, and what you always put in front of us to do for you. We ask you to bless us on these two teams tonight, the coaches, the referee, parent, and everyone here in attendance. Help us to be mindful of being in sports. Help us to understand what destination is about. Help us mostly to honor God. Thank you so much for your love us and in your son Jesus' holy name.
City by the dawn's early light, but so brightly hail at twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, send a step so spin for the
A stirring rendition of an anthem by Haley Eliza, a senior. And Coach Peters, this is the first game of the last season in this gym. We're going to have a brand spanking new facility next year. And now the starters for our guests from Franklin Christian, and they are the Falcons. Number 1, Kayla Lee. Number 21, Nyla Reddick. Number 5, Lowry Wiggins. Number 11, Macy Traber. And number 14, Presley Alvarado. And, Coach, you have seen them. Is that correct?
I've seen them in years past, not this year's team, but years past. And in years past, I know Kayla Lee has been good for them, and usually leads a lot of their scoring. So,
all right. Well, here's the starting lineup. Double A, Anderson Allgood, number 10. Also number 14, senior Hannah Banana Johnson. Number 15 is the transfer that Coach Pierce brought over, Anna Pierce the Fierce. And number 20, Reagan Lockdown Lock. And Anita Hinton, and she is Nadia Hinton, excuse me, and she's got on a different number jersey than I've got, so I got to change that. And so we have, Coach, we have 2 freshmen beginning. 2 freshmen and 3 seniors. Anna Pierce should control the tip. And we're just about underway. Franklin ladies have defeated Culleoka and Cornersville for a 2-0 record. We have defeated Overton and then lost to Page and Coffee County, a couple of pretty good teams.
oh, yeah, nothing to be ashamed about losing those teams. Trust me.
All right, ready for the tip? Sparse crowd, just getting back from the holidays. I'm sure that'll pick up. We've got our full cheerleading entourage ready to go. And the officials are setting the court. And we're ready for the tip. Anna Pierce does get to Hinton. Immediately under to Hannah Banana for the layup. Great tip play. Love that tip play. We ran that back at Ezel in the 90s, and Coach Banana did it perfectly there. And we are trapping at midcourt, and it looks like Double A is going to get a reaching foul, and she does. Her and Hannah had a good trap, and she may have reached in and bailed her out a little bit. They fouled Lee. Lee will inbounds, side front court, and she'll look to, well, that's number 2, and I don't have her down here, Coach. Is that Reddick?
Maybe. I don't have her either. So.
Hannah Johnson has stolen it, taking all the way down the left side, bounces under to Hinton layup. But before she got rid of it, there's a foul on the floor. So if we don't see a 21 out there, then apparently number 2, what we have as 21 is number 2.
I bet you that's right.
That's what we're going to have to go with anyway. We sat in a box, leading 2-0, just started action. Ball to Johnson. Johnson out top, gives to Pierce. Right down the lane as the ball somehow rolls off the rim. Unbelievably kicked out to Locke, left side to Johnson. High arching 3. Did it go? In and out. Nice shot. Aniston. Offense board gets to Johnson. Back to Aniston. She's going to drive down the lane. There's help there from the defense. It's no good. And Lee with the good help. And now they come out of there with the ball. So a couple of good looks for Nashville Christian, but not a basket that time. And Lee takes it all the way in about 3 foot from the board. And Pierce, trying to get the block, hacks her across the arm, sending Kayla Lee to the line. So 2-0, just opened action. 6:58 left in the first quarter. Lee eyes it, guns it, and rims out. Lee with the second toss, and it is good. So she's got the first points for Franklin. Fast break down the right sideline. Aniston, is she going to get a walk? And she is. She leaned in, Coach, a little too far, and
just a little shuffle.
got the little the feet moving there a little bit. We're full court man to man. Pierce up on the ball. Johnson's girl gets loose, and Double A did not quite trap her, avoided the foul. And Coach, as you said, Lee's a player, and she's got 3, and they lead 3-2.
Yeah, stay in front of her and make someone else beat us tonight.
Right.
Probably the game plan.
Inside of Aniston, and we get a nice look inside. Hannah going off the post there, a high-low action, and we walk again. So we're hurting ourselves with turnovers, leading 2-3, and we're not getting that sideline trap. And Lee is a good crossover dribbler and handles it well. Reddick back to Lee. Started by Johnson. She gets a ball screen and forced it in there a bit, goes off the leg of Nashville Christian. The Falcons will retain possession. Inbounding is Wiggins. Leading 3-2, the Falcons over the Eagles. So a couple of big birds out there tonight, battling for the sky. And a walk that time. No, they're going to call a reaching foul on Johnson. Not sure where that came from. And
That's all good. That's our second.
she'll have to sit down. Is Coach going to get her out? Yeah.
Also, we need to talk about the new rule change with no more 1-and-1.
Yes, and oh, man, Locke. Now, that was a foul. Locke hit her hard. Then Locke fouled the shooter. No call. Hitting with the board. Here she comes. Throws long pass ahead to Aniston with no dribble layup. Good. Perfect pass by Hinton. Length of the court. We lead 4-3. Back into our press. Sydney Descharme is getting ready to check in for all good. Here comes Lee. She does it all. Past the timeline. She's tall. She's going to back in. Stops, look, hanging 10-footer. No good. And Hinton saves it nicely on the baseline. Here she comes. The freshman meandering past the timeline. Throws it over to Johnson. She has a 3 from downtown. No good. She'll track down her own rebound. Get it in the corner, but she stepped out. And I guess is that our third turnover, Coach, at
Third.
least?
Yes, I have down for 3.
All right.
3 walks.
And at 5:25 of the first quarter, Falcons to bring the ball in, and now we've got a trap on Lee, but she gets rid of it, and Descharme steals it. She crosses the timeline, struggling with it. We throw it away. Now wrestling on the floor, Locke is tied up by Reddick, but not before Coach Gary Venata gets a timeout. He's a little upset with our performance at this point. But, Coach, you're right. Kayla Lee's a player.
Yeah, I remember scouting her, and she's been there for a while. I imagine she played when she was in middle school there, because when I was at Easdale, I remember scouting them, and she was playing for them then, so she was at least a freshman then. But she's a player.
I like her. She can back you down, too, and she's got length on you.
Yeah,
And good-looking player out there. And so far, Coach Donna Broom's group is doing a good job. That may be Donna Brown. Sorry, I'm having a tough time with some of the writing here. I did not get everybody's pronunciation properly. So Reagan Locke is going to go to the point here and bring it up. Nashville Christian leading 4-3. We run 4 across, pop out Johnson. Run a little action with Pierce, who feeds inside to Hinton. Layup good. 6-3. Good high-low action. Excellent. And we do that really well, I think.
definitely.
450, and we're reaching and get away with it. Descharme scrambling with Hinton. Tries to come away with it. Does to Pierce. Pierce back to Johnson. She backs out of there. Ball deflected out of bounds by Lee. So good hustling play. Tell you, the freshman, Nadia Hinton, is a heads-up player. You had her last year.
Yeah, she's a heads-up player, and you already see Sydney's value with 2 steals on the 2 possessions she's been in. So
Got a lot of young freshmen, and they having trouble stopping that little high-low slide that Coach Venata has. And we will go to the line, and Nadia Hinton, the freshman. So Nadia at the line, bangs it off the back of the rim. And at 6-3, 4:31 left in the first quarter, and she'll be at the line for another one. Shot up. This time, Nadia nets it. And we're bringing in Kate McClary and Isabella Jennings, senior and juniors respectively, resting some people. 7-3, 4:31 to go. And here comes the trap, and she gets past it, loses it out of bounds, but they're going to say that we deflected it last. 4:25 to go, 7-3, Nashville Christian leading.
Hannah Pierce thinks she got us one.
Oh, we got it. Yeah,
was-
Pierce, the hitting all alone, lays it up.
Oh,
And what
she
are they
tricked
gonna
the referee.
Good try, Pierce. That's typical of her daddy living a life of deceit. And I hate talking about Coach Pierce over the air, but somebody's got to say something.
She had him.
Well, yeah, because I thought he'd signaled their way, and we're going to steal it anyway. Deshawn,
3 steals, 3 possessions for
yeah,
Sydney.
and back court comes past the right sideline, backs it up, try to go down the middle there, and to Pierce, high post, looks for a cutter, gets it to Isabella. No good, but a foul called. And Pierce from that high post is hitting some wide open people and doing a good job. And actually, it's Kate McClary was fouled. She'll go to the line, the senior. The Mac attack eyes it with a 7-3 lead and drops it. 8-3. Nice string music.
Kate's improved so much over last year already.
Well, she has.
Coaching staff's been raving about how good she's playing, how much leadership she's given them. So
She's going to eye the mark for the second one, and that is banging off the back rim. And here comes Lee with the ball. Sydney and Kate on her trying to get the double team. Hanging 12-footer. She got fouled on the wrist there. It was a late call. I'm not sure why Lee is griping. They called it. Doesn't really matter if it's 2 seconds late. She got the call.
2 on Pierce now.
Past 2. Lee will gun it. Lee will make it.
So Pierce and Allgood both with 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Lee has all 4 of the Falcon points. Checking in is Addison Humes. And nice stroke on the second one as she accounts for all 5 of the Falcon points. Addison Humes will check in for Fierce to Pierce. And so we go with the smaller lineup. 2 freshmen, 2 seniors, and a junior in there. No, sophomore and junior, senior, along with 2 freshmen. Ball to Nadi in the corner. A little wheel action coming around. Addison had the shot. It was blocked, and now a jump ball as Jennings gets in there to tie it up, the junior. And it's 8-5. Nashville Christian inbounding. 3:46 to go at their own basket. Now they're giving it back to Franklin. Not sure what the
They call it
did you
jump
catch
ball.
the call?
Jump ball.
Jump ball. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know some of these rules. Okay, Sydney's going to get another steal. Her 4th one, lays it up. Power shot is good. It's 10-5. Sydney is really hounding her and putting hands on her, and they're going to get her on that one. A little too much.
So here goes the rule change.
Yes, go ahead, Coach.
Now, 5th foul, they're shooting 2 for the rest of the quarter, and then we reset at the 5th foul.
At each quarter. It's
quarter.
an interesting. I kind of like it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
more 1-and-1s.
It's not it's really not, and it's tough too for that kid that, you had a possession and you missed 1 shot. This is really good. You do get 2 chances to score 2 points.
Yeah.
So Lee misses the first one, her first miss on the night. And this one doesn't miss, and she cuts the lead to 10-6. The charm, coming into front court. Takes it to the baseline. Hands to Nadia. She's got the baseline jump. Looked good. Wasn't there. She gets her own rebound on deflection, but coming out of there is Franklin. They're going to dribble right out of bounds, but no call. Humans gets it, takes it in, powers up.
Oh.
No good. Followed by Kate. Good. 12-6, 3:08 to go. They're having trouble with the pressure. They better get the ball to Lee, and instead she's bringing it in, and I think that's a mistake. And they got to get it to her. So she's tough to trap. She's wheeling, breaking ankles. 3rd crossover, and is popped by Addison Humes. And, Coach, if I'm coaching Lee, she's not passing the ball.
Yeah.
get it and go.
Yeah. I think we're trying to say, can she do this for 32 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Right.
This pace that she's playing now, she can do it for 5 or 6,
Yeah.
but can she do it all?
She's got to be in good shape.
Yeah.
And she nets it as we're now seeing the positives for Franklin of the 2 shots
Yeah.
at 5. So really not a bad road. Sophomore Amelia Spishak in, the shot girl. And she nets it again, 12-2. Is that right? It could be 9.
Yeah.
Humes takes in. She is hammered
I have 8.
on the baseline. You got 8?
Yeah.
Okay. 12-8. They've cut it back to 4, 2:48 to go. And Humes, the Fumes, will go to the line to eye it. Our girls do move the ball well, and we got a good bench. We've got a deep team. She nets it. And Humes will be there for the second, giving us a 5-point lead. Motherall checks in for the Falcons. Humes, second one, yes. 14-8 at 2:48. And why is Lee bringing it in? I just don't know, because this is a turnover, and there it is. Humes deflects it out.
I think that's what the coach is asking.
Yes, why is Lee taking it out? Now they finally get that, because I don't think we're going to stop her. Here she comes. She goes just ankle breakers all the way down, goes through 2 people, gets another foul, but they don't call it. Boy, she just goes all the way in. May have been hit 2 or 3 times, goes up and is finally fouled by Jennings. Coach, I'm for Nashville Christian, but I like the Lee girl.
Oh, she
is a player.
She's a player. Silky smooth, more under control than when I scouted her a couple of years ago. But of course, with the experience, you can that comes with it, and so you can tell she's improved every year.
So Kayla Lee, she has all the points, and those are 9. She's only missed a free throw, and right now she's got to bring the ball length of the court every time, and she's the only one that shot also. Reddick missed one. Everything else is her. It ought to stay that way. And the next one rims out. The Shock with the rebound. Nice board over to the Charmer. Here she comes, 14-9, Nashville Christian leading. Right side is Jennings. She's wide open. Throw it to her. There she is. She's got a 3. Got to take that one, and Lee takes it right off of her. Here she comes. Wheeling and dealing, backing out of there. Looking to fake again. And we're coming at her. But she's going to try to take it. This time a college 3 is short. Shock with the rebound. We coming out of there with it. Spishak with a couple of good plays.
Good pass.
And wide open is Spishak, and Charm hits her. Sydney DeCharm with the feed. 16-9. Now Sydney with her fifth steal.
5.
You had a 3. There's our little high-low. Humes struggling with it. Gets out to Lock. Lock in the corner. We swing it. Here's Jennings. Oh, it in and out. All the way down in the goal. And we got a timeout. Franklin. We'll take a brief timeout with the score and do a little recap here in a moment just to catch our breath. Nashville Christian leading 16-9. 1:33 of the first quarter. Back in a moment. Back on the court. Franklin wisely gets it to Lee, and we're trying to trap her, and she breaks ankles, fakes in and outs, goes down, hanging 12-footer, no good. Rebound is going to be taken by number 12. That's Adelesk, and the alternate possession goes to us. You know, is it the former Duke player that's the commentator? Is it Jay Bilas?
Yeah.
He has suggested that we have instead of alternating possession, the defense always gets a jump ball, and I like that idea too. 16-9, Johnson pops out. The shot post up. She's going to lose the ball. Now we're scrambling on the base of the sideline, and Locke.
Another jump ball.
Yeah, gets locked up, and there's the jump ball. And his point was award the defense for they stopped them, so give the ball to the defense. I do kind of like that chance. Now the ball's going to be slammed. Oh my goodness! And Nadia diving, hustling, fighting in the corner, and it's going to go to the Eagles. She likes to play, doesn't she?
Look at Manhattan over here.
16-9. He gets excited for an old person. He's got to be careful. Heart monitors. 16-9. Into Descharm. Makes a nice move. Out to Johnson. This one, will it go? No good. He's had some good looks. Wouldn't quite fall. We're inside 45 seconds now. 16-9. Here comes Lee. She's going to gun another three. Bouncing. Good. She got the shooter roll there, Coach.
She did.
It's 16-12. 35 seconds to go. Johnson backs it back to Locke. Locke has Johnson, the corner, backs out to Descharm. Will we hold it for one? 25 seconds left. Inside, nice pass to Hinton, but they got her for 3 seconds. And I was watching the periphery, so I did not see the inside play. And now we've still got a double team on Lee. And we're still trying to trap her. We haven't really been successful until now. Hinton scrambling, looking for help. Knocks it out to Johnson, 14 seconds. And we throw it away. She tried to hit shot. 9 seconds. Here comes Lee. I wonder if she'll shoot. Takes it into the lane. Hanging 12-footer. Did it go? She didn't get that one. 2 seconds. Can Hinton get it off at the buzzer? She does. And it's short. And we go to the quarter. 16-12 after one. And we'll be back with a couple of scores and highlights in a moment. Back at Eagle Court, Mike McPherson with Coach Michael Peters. Coach, give us the rundown of the scoring.
All right. We, as a team, are 6 of 16 from the field and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. That was Addison with 2, McClary with 3, Allgood with 2, DeCharm with 2, Sheshak with 2, Hannah with 2, and Hinton with 3 total. And then you could say it's 16 Natural Christian, Lee 12, as Kayla Lee has all 12 of the first quarter points for Franklin Christian.
If I'm coaching her, she's going to score every point tonight. And they have done a good job of keeping her hands most of the time. When they didn't, they made the turnover.
Now, this is the important part with the new foul rule. Now we reset, so we can foul her 4 more times, and she not go to the free throw line.
Right.
So
that is an interesting twist to this rule. Descharm loses the ball. Johnson picks it up. He brings it to the top of the circle. Hinton and Spishak inside. Spishak goes to the high post. She has a hanging 15-footer. Good look. Didn't quite go off the back rim. Here comes Franklin in the front court. That's going to be an easy steal for Johnson. Takes it all the way down, and she's hammered. But once again, the question is, why didn't Lee have the ball? Well, they're resting her. That's why. Coach, you said fatigue could be a factor.
yeah, I think it was a good strategy by us to say, hey, can you do this for 32 minutes? Because I don't think that was a sustainable pace that she was playing at in the first quarter.
You can tell she's taxed right now.
Yes.
But I know she'll get back in there whenever she can. Johnson eyes it. And another miss. 16-12. 7:30. Coach Gary Venata in his first year, and he has been around the circuit collegiately in high school. The incredible record. And now Franklin is, Coach Don is asking about something. I don't know what it is, and she misses the second one. And here they're in trouble. We're trapping. We're all over them. They're going to throw it away probably, but instead, Descharm bails her out.
She picks up her second.
The other girls, they're going to make a turnover if we don't foul them.
Definitely.
If Lee is not in the game, we just have to place some space and they will turn it over. So 16-12. And the new rule here. Oh, still by Hinton, layup good. 18-12. They got to get her back in.
Sure, she's trying to get her a minute or so, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, she
She'll
hadn't
be
even-
back in the game.
Yeah, she hadn't even rested a minute yet. And here's another steal. Johnson, no, she loses it. And they had a girl wide open, didn't see her. And Spishot fouled there. We have gotten away with a few blocked
Yeah.
and reaches.
Yeah, we definitely have.
Isabella Jennings coming in. And let's see when they get Lee back in. She's now set out for 53 seconds, which for them is too long, I know. And they're going to have trouble running anything without her in there. And there's another steal. Here's Hinton on the deflection from Locke. Back to Locke. Takes it in, lays it up. No good. Hinton on the follow, and she's fouled. So let's see when Franklin decides to put Lee back in the game. The coach doesn't seem too concerned down there talking to family and friends. So Hinton eyes it, guns it, nets it. Let's see.
16-12 when she went out. Let's see what the run is.
Yeah, this is
with
tough.
her out.
Naughty nets it. 20-12. Full court press, man to man, 8-point lead. And Franklin in back court, Locke on her side, then bumps her, no call. We have gotten away with several shoves and reaches. Naughty's going to take that off of her, stealing candy from a baby. He takes it length of the court, lays it up, no good, and boy, she is hammered. But she jumps right up. She's a player.
She's tough. She's a player. Strong, tough, smart.
20-12. She's smiling over at the bench. All good, sitting there. Descharme
All
and
with
Pierce, all with fouls.
2 fouls, yes.
And she bricks that one off the back rim, 20-12, 6:38 to go. Wondering once again, as Lee, maybe she's still out of gas, need to fill up. Naughty this time, bouncing no good. Shock, trying to go over the back, and they're going to call the ball out on Franklin. Coach doesn't seem too worried down there with the family reunion. And here's a screen to screener. Two shots wide open for the layup, 22-12. And I wonder how long they're going to let her sit there because they're not going to set up one play. They haven't gotten off one shot, but we bail them out. Reagan Locke fouls as she crosses the timeline.
This may be something that's a non-conference game. She knows at one point this season they're going to play without Lee, with their foul trouble.
Yeah.
So she's letting them learn to play without her.
And,
Because,
yeah, you're right. They've got to play without her at some points.
yeah. And so this might be a good time, a learning experience for
Right.
club, but they are a different ball club with her on that bench.
Well, they are. Now she comes down, walks past Lee. Johnson bumping, gets away with it. Now we double team. And a timeout. They've set her a minute 45. And with a timeout, surprisingly, she's still sitting there. We'll see if they decide to go to the bench and pull her back in. It doesn't look like it.
6-0 this quarter without
Yeah.
her. And we bailed them out because we missed, 4 free throws already?
Yeah.
We missed 4 free throws or to be worse. So
22-12, and she's not involved in the huddle. Just kind of interesting here.
wonder if she's in trouble.
22-12, that could be a possibility too. She did show a little fire there when the official called it late. So,
Yeah. I'd give her a little grace. She's my player.
Well, they need her back in there badly. And the ball deflected out of bounds by Johnson. and Franklin has yet to get a shot off without her in there.
Definitely.
There's nobody else. It's
Might have been a little walk.
yeah,
on
she's
the
walking down that sideline. Stolen by Spishak. Well, she is tripped from behind and no call, and they'll call it out on us. And you have to ask the officials, is she that klutzy that she, man, what a no call. 22-12. Boy, she was pummeled from behind. 22-12, so we've really gone to our bench here. And Anadia steals it. So Jennings lays up too hard. She's fighting for it. She gets the board. Wills deals, gets it back out here to Locke, deflected away. Locke picks it up. Locke double team. Spins to the left. Takes to Jennings, who will fire for three, in and out. Well, we've had some good looks. They won't go in. Anadia gets another board. Pierces through two. Slashing for the layup. Good. He's a crowd favorite already, Coach. 24-12. Here's another steal. Locke takes it in, bounces to Naughty, layup good. And they're putting in everybody but her, Coach. I don't know what it is. 26-12. And they cannot get it up court. Are they going to put her in? Well,
10-0 without her on the bench. 4-point game. Now it's 14 in a matter of 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
26-12. And we're smelling blood in the water. 26-12, 5:25 to go. They get it to her. He's trapped. And while beating Locke on the corner, Locke reaches and there's another foul.
Her second.
So let's see. Descharm will check back in. So we don't have no seniors in the contest right now. I'm sorry, Hannah Johnson's still in, along with two freshmen, a junior and a sophomore. And Anadia with another steal. And good. It's really easy now. And again, Lee bringing the ball in. I don't know what the deal is there. 5 seconds. It's a shame she cannot play with a strong group. I know the other girls are trying, but they're not nearly on her level, and she has to do it all. Screen the screener. Spishak was wide open. Ball deflected off a leg. 5:11 to go, second quarter. Easel, National Christian here starting to push the ball out. Push the score out quite easily. 5:11, 28-12. Eagles bringing it in on the Falcons. Descharm in the corner. Another screen the screener, and it's too far away to throw, but Sydney was late, and then it's just too far to throw a regular inbounds play there usually. And the toss, or the jump ball, will go to the Falcons. Boy, Anadia ties her up as soon as it comes into her. Anadia has done it all so far. And here comes Addison Humes back into the contest. Humes will replace Spishak. Great minutes from Amelia.
Oh, great minutes.
28-12, 5:07. Another good little inbounds play. Anadia fading away. 30-12.
Another turnover.
And guess who? I'm not sure why Anadia was trying to save it.
Padding the stats.
Coach,
Coach, steal.
Coach, once again, that was Lee. They're taking Lee out. She is in trouble. It may be because she's not supposed to take it out. She did it again.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know. 30-12. There's Anadia. Oh, beautiful bounce to Humes. Lays it up. No good. Descharm puts it back up. Didn't use the backboard. Hits the bottom of the rim. The ball will be retained by the Eagles under their own goal. And now Coach Lee's back in. I guess that's about as long as I would punish her also. 30-12.
She learned her lesson.
And I don't think we ran that play exactly right. Isabella in trouble and will be tied up. No, they're going to call a walk. And an 18-point lead. And, Coach, they haven't scored this quarter, have
They ain't got a shot off this quarter.
Okay, let's see what Lee can do.
They might have got it past half court twice.
Here she comes. She got it past there.
Yeah.
Loses it, gets it back, and we're sending 2 right at her. If she has to give it up, they're in trouble. And they are right now in trouble, but we bail them out with another foul. There's a lot of total fouls there. How many total fouls have we committed?
3, 5, 9, 11. 7
A lot
in
of
the first
fouls,
half.
yeah. And they are now at the 2-shot penalty, right?
No, 4. Next one.
Oh, okay.
0 to give for 4:35.
I think you like that rule. I think I like it.
I like it. Yeah, like I said, I like it in a couple of ways. One, if you reset as a coach after you have a back quarter, you're not penalized the rest of the game.
Right, yeah.
But also, I like it as you earn 2 shots.
Yeah, a chance for 2 points.
Yeah.
And they walk. A lot of pressure there. And, Coach, we've committed 11 fouls. We've hit them 5 or 6 more times than that, and they gave us a break.
Can't call them all.
30-12.
A little call fatigue.
Here's Johnson. Bounces to Nadia. She's going to put up power layup. Good.
They have no answer for her right
No, that's just a nice finish. 32-12.
We got her for 14 this quarter. 14 of the 16.
And, Coach, we are only halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah. She's coming up with some.
Lee has 12 for the Falcons, and they have not scored in nearly 4 minutes. Well, it's been tough. It's just been tough for them. Let's see if they can get it to her. We got 2 girls at her. And she faces this every game.
Every game, yeah.
32-12. Franklin trying to get it into her. She's posting up. And they finally get it in. And we're going to steal it again.
Another
Arm.
one.
He throws it away. Okay, here's Lee's chance. Here she comes. Trying to get a shot off. Nice pass, but they can't catch it. Just tough. That's a great pass.
That
right
was
there.
a great pass.
32-12.
And this thing, maybe by throwing it in November, maybe by January, she'll catch it. She'll get used to it. So
Jennings sets the court. Lobs it to McClary. Inside of Hinton. Back to McClary. So they play catch. Falls to Jennings, but they got her with 3 seconds.
I will say the one thing that we can work on in the second half, that's 11 turnovers for us already. So I'm sure Coach Vanette is not happy about that. But
32-12, 20-point lead. In and out dribble nicely. Here she comes. Pushed off a little bit. Probably deserves to be able to do that. She needs to come and go get that ball. Sydney is not leaving her after she gives it up. And Lee really needs to follow her own pass to go get it back. And so Reddick is going to be at the line with a chance to get a point here for the Franklin Christian Academy Eagles. The Falcons, Franklin Falcons, and that one is going to ricochet off the back iron. No good. 3:31 to go. Eyes it, guns it, and stretches the net on that one nicely. 32-13. They finally get a point in the second quarter. Deshawn past the timeline. And still facing a man-to-man. Oh, nice play by Lee. Long arms. Comes past the timeline, but loses it to Hinton. Here comes Hinton. See what she does. Takes it all the way and lays up nicely. And did the little Euro step to get the foul. 32-13. Boy, Pierce and Double A have been sitting over there a long time. And Nadia nets it. They're going to bring Pierce in. Who's she going to get? He's looking. She's looking and gets Jennings out of there. 33-13, 3:15 to go. Second quarter. Big lead. It'll be insurmountable here soon, probably. 34-13. You think Lee on our team, what
Oh.
what that does to, well, any team that's got some good players.
Yeah.
And she is bumped by Sydney, no call. Tries to get through two and does nicely. It's a Reddick. Reddick trying to make a play. Lee needs to follow her pass because it's going to be stolen, and it is. Here's Descharm. Past the timeline, backs out of there with 3 minutes left. Gives to McClary. Didn't want to take it, but everybody was screaming at her. Descharm with the board. Gives to Double A. She's fouled from behind. No call on her 15-footer. We're still trapping, and here comes Lee. The chance to get a shot off. Down the left side of the lane. Stops. No good. And a late call on McClary. Very late call. A little blocking way after the fact. And she'll go to the line. So Lee has 12 of their 13. So she's trying to add to her total. And she's tired, Coach.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was a great strategy to say, all right, you can do this for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you do it for 32?
Alvarado in, along with Traber, Reddick, and Alvarado. She gets this one. She's got 13. They have 14. Descharm past the timeline. Gets it to Pierce. She's going to have a 15-footer. No good. Gets her on board. Nice pass to Humes. Left hands it up there. Excellent job, Pierce, tracking down her own board. And ball deflected out by Double A. Anderson Allgood. Last year, every time she got it, I called her the 8th grader. Now she's out there with another freshman. Here comes Lee. He's going to be bumped by Sydney and we'll go to the line.
Sydney's third.
But Descharm is going to have to sit down. Locke will come back in for her. So Sydney's irritated herself on that one. So Lee will go to the line. And they need that. They need the fouls to let her rest a little bit and also get a point. He eyes it. Nice stroke that time. She's got 14 of the 15. Locke comes in for Descharm. Not happy with herself at all. 36-15, 2:18 to go, second quarter.
This is her 14th free throw attempt in the first half.
And she's got 15 of the 16. Here's Locke down the right side. Saunters over to between the circles as they try to set the play. Over to McClary. McClary out top to Humes. And not sure what happened in the corner there. 2:02 to go, 36-16.
A block by Lee on Reagan.
Okay.
3.
And we lob it. Oh, nice play to McClary. Under to Allgood. We're making some great passes. Here goes Allgood. Takes all the way in. Magic Johnson, no good. Hannah Johnson trying to get the board. He comes out of there, cleared by Lee. 36-16, 1:48 of the second quarter left. Here she comes low. She just kicked the ball. Why is there no call? Here's Locke. They have a 3-on-1 to Humes. Nicely taken up left hand. And Lee thought she got the clean rejection. It was a good-looking block, but apparently got on the arm. 36-16.
She might got her a little bit on the head the way Addison came up filling her head. Is that or she sold it really good?
Humes to Fumes. Holmes it off the back iron. Adelex coming into the contest. She replaces Fraber. Humes, no good, all good. Good on the offensive positioning. Got a great rebound sliding underneath. Ball knocked out by the Eagles, 38-16, as looks like we're going to take around a 20-point lead into the half. And they give to Lee. Here she comes. She's had to do this against two people the whole time. Boy, she's trying to break the ankles. Whirling, spinning, no good. It was a good look, but had to do a little too much there. 38-16. Here comes Locke. Locke backs it out of there to run the play. Here we go. Little scissors cross action beautifully to McClary. Coach, I'd hate to scout us because we've got some excellent movement on this little high-low shuffle we do.
Definitely. I think that's Lee's third.
Oh,
All
wow.
came in the last minute and a half.
She can ill afford to leave this contest. 103 left second quarter. The Mac attack at the line. McClary Isaac guns it, nets it. 39-16. Game well in hand, but a lot of play left for all these kids. Try to get better for the winner. 103 of the second quarter left. And this one rims out. Pierce with a great rebound and will be fouled. Nice job, Pierce of pirouetting around and getting hacked.
And that's Lee's fourth.
Oh, my
Coach.
goodness. They got to take her out. Well, let's see how they can survive with 101 left in the second quarter. You know, she just got to go straight. She can't even look like she's fouling at this point.
Yeah.
Pierce spins the ball, eyes it, rims it, nets it. 40-16. So hoping a lot of the kids on the bench that don't play a lot, they should be getting a lot of second half action. I know they're eager to get in there. Pierce eyes it, guns it, rolls, no good. And we're still in the press there, and they're not going to get past the timeline. He played it over to all good layup, good. 42-16, still in the press. 48 seconds left. And trapped on the baseline, she's in trouble, and she walked. 42-16. So we'll see how much longer Coach Vanetta is going to work on the press here. 42-16. Bounces under to all good, lays it up, no good. Pierce puts it up, no good. All good with the board, puts it back up, hooks it over her head, good. 44-16, it's out to 28. And Humes is going to foul down the sideline.
Her third.
44-16. Reddick to bring it in, facing the strong man-to-man. Are they saying she's going to the line? Apparently that was the fifth. So Reddick will go to the line for two. Under the new format, Jennings ready to check in for the final 25 seconds. Reddick. And she bangs that one in, and so now a total of three players have scored for the Falcon. Humes sits down. 25 seconds left. It's 44-17. And bricks this one. Pierce, long pass to Jennings. Jennings left hands it over to Locke. She's going to gun downtown, in and out. All our threes have rimmed out. They've all been good looks, but they haven't dropped.
Might be a good night to have a Coach shooting night.
44-17, 15.5 to go in the second quarter. Screen the screener, and Allgood's wide open, takes in the lane, lays it up off the glass, good. 46-17, 10 seconds left, still pressing. And we'll probably get a turnover right here, and we do. 2 seconds.
No foul.
And Jennings fouls her at the butt, and the referee wiped it off.
He wiped it
He
off.
wiped off the foul. Not a good piece of officiating there.
Oh.
He says no. She got hit. That's a poor call.
Yeah, he has call fatigue.
That's a bad call. Well, we go to the half, Coach, 46-17. So hopefully some of our younger players will get some action. Well, we've got the younger players getting a lot of action, but some that have not seen any yet. 46-17. And we'll get totals and highlights in a moment. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes for the second half.
I'm about this. Who should I zoom in on? For the dynamic, for the aesthetic shot.
Me. Brandon.
Belay?
What? No, Brandon.
I got you. Look. Oh, that's so dumb.
floor, Cam, too?
Yes.
Good.
Put it against my face. Addie, girl, you need to put me in the TikTok. I'll do it with you.
Hey, love, how y'all doing, man? Sorry.
Trip. I'll do it with you.
Back at Eagle Court in Bellevue, Tennessee. Mike McPherson with Coach Michael Peters. We got a blowout going here, 46-17, which we expected. But, Coach, go ahead and give the totals.
For the Eagles, first half shooting, we were 18 of 42 from the field, 10 of 20 from the free throw line, and 0 of 8 from threes, which is surprising because I thought we got some pretty good looks. Individual scoring, we have Addison with 4. That's Addison Humes with 4. Kate with 4, Allgood with 10, Sydney with 2, Amelia with 4, Hannah with 2, Anna with 1, and 19 for Nadia Hitton, with 16 of them coming in the second quarter.
Good night.
And then for the Falcons of Franklin Christian, pretty amazing stat line here. Kayla Lee, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from threes, 10 of 14 from the free throw line for 15 points. The rest of the team, 0 of 1 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 3 points.
Yeah, it's just a tough situation for Lee. Kayla Lee, outstanding player. And her friends, teammates are trying their best, but they can't match up with a pretty talented Nashville Christian squad. Our boys' game should be a good one. I think they're going to give us everything we want and more.
Definitely. I'm excited. I know John Pierce is excited to get the football guys back after another deep run in the playoffs.
Right.
This will be their first game, and so.
And Lee with the ball on the inbounds play to start the third, and, of course, she having to do it all. Really got a great crossover move. We got an early foul already. What they call 3 seconds?
I think 3 seconds. You can just tell her to get out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the official just say that?
Yeah.
Got a 29-point lead. He's the same one that didn't give him the foul at the buzzer. Nice screen by Pierce. Johnson all the way in, left-handed, no good. Pierce battling for her own board, brings it back, kicks to Locke from downtown, no good. Oh, AA really went up there high. She gets it back, drives the baseline, power stop, goes up, good, and she was fouled, but no call. 48-17. Anna picks up Lee full court. Lee takes it into the key, backs it back out, passes to Wiggins, and it's a turnover. If the other girls touch it, it's a turnover. Head to Locke, who will lay it up. Good. 50-17. So hopefully we'll get some of these other girls here soon. But we've got 5 girls on the bench that play a lot that have got to go back in too, though, before we totally empty the bench. I think it's a pretty deep squad.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, if you would have told me at the first of the year we'd have a half where Anna Pierce scored 1 point, I thought we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
But here we are with a 33-point lead, and she's got 1 point. But she does so many things to help our team. Rebound, great passer, defense.
Very unselfish player.
Yeah, definitely.
A little different from her dad, who never passed at all. Oh, here's a great play.
Hey.
AA feeding Fierce the Pierce down the lane on a beautiful high low. That was low high that time.
Yeah.
Hit her on the cut. And we've backed into a 1-2-2, maybe a box and one. We may be working on a box and one. And I think that's what we're doing. We're trapping in the corner. And it's thrown away. Pierce ahead to Locke. Lets it bounce twice.
she
Takes
dunk
it all the way in. And yes. 54-17. Johnson working on picking up Lee. Lee has to work against her. Lee's also got 4 fouls. I'm sorry, this time they gave it to Traber. And once again, Lee didn't bring it up, and there we go. Just a heart-rending situation for Franklin. (54-17). Lee's got to come out. Coach is not happy with her.
Yeah.
There's something going on, Coach.
Got to have 5. They only have 4. You think she's going to do the Hoosier, my team's on the court?
I did in my third grade girls game the other day. My 2-point guards were not doing what I wanted. They weren't looking up, so I took them out, and we had 4 out there. I said, that's my team. Yeah.
You've always reminded me of Gene Hackman.
Of course, I did that with a big lead,
Yeah.
So here is Reddick trying to work against the pressure. National Christian, and she'll get fouled and bails her out of a turnover. Coach, why is the clock not running on the mercy rule?
I know it's 35, so I don't know if it's
Not till the fourth quarter?
maybe to the fourth quarter now. I didn't catch who that foul was on. Maybe Johnson? 'Cause I
She reached, I don't know.
think he said her first, so I think that would be right if it's on Johnson.
We're trapping the inbounds play. I do like that. She walked. So we're working on some things we're going to need down the road.
Yeah, and I like our aggression out of the zone. We're still turning them over,
Right.
still playing tough and hard. I'm just letting them get the ball down a little bit.
54-17. Locke, 4 across, gives to Pierce. She's got a 3, takes down the lane all the way, and they can't guard us. (56-17). Reddick takes all the way in and loses it. The alternate possession will go to Nashville Christian. Tough game to coach. Tough game to watch sometimes, too, at times.
You know, it is a tough game to coach. You don't want to mess with a player's average and a blowout, and then they
Right.
get, another girl gets all district or something because she averages 2 more points a game.
Yeah.
So you want to get your starters their minutes and their run, and
Pierce gives it to Double A, back to Locke.
come on.
Did we get a 3? No good. Pierce gets the board. Pull it, Anna. Locke sets the court. Excellent movement on our offense. We go 1-4 across.
I think this is going to be a layup right here, Coach.
Here we go. And Pierce at that high post.
R3.
All the way to Locke. Locke takes it into the key, but she's cut off. She'll reset it again. Best defense they played tonight right there.
Yeah, good defense
It's
possession.
Pierce. Oh,
What a pass.
a nice diagonal, like you said. We're going to get a layup. 58-17.
I think that's what we were setting up the first time, and we got a little out of whack balance, and then
Pierce is really doing a good job. We got 5 new ones coming in here at the halfway point. So maybe the fourth quarter will be filled with kids from the bench. Lee back into the contest. Let's see if she can make something happen. She's going to gun the 3. Did she make it? Yes. And she finally gets a 3 to fall. And what's her total?
18 out of 20
And
now.
we've got a layup by Johnson. Full court fast break, 60-19, and a substitution
Timeout.
stoppage of play. Coach used his timeout, but he's not going to use the timeout. Just wanted to get the subs in. Thank goodness. We don't have to wait another minute to play. 60-19, 3:38 to go. See if Lee can get her total up there. Look what she could do with some strong players out there. I mean, it's really amazing she's got as many points as she has against us.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. It's just-
With what she's having to work with, play with. And not saying that just, disparagingly toward their other girls. They're just not tough enough for this type of game. Shot from downtown, no good. And a nice feed to Jennings, and she misses it. 60-19, we go the other way. Here's Lee. Boy, she does a crossover, gets all the way into the lane, lays it good. And they gave her the foul for the and one. 60-19. And she had, no, it's 60-21 now.
I have 22.
On the,
I have 23 now. They only gave her a.
yeah, they didn't give her 2 points, did they?
I didn't
She
think.
got a 3-point play. They were 20.
Yeah.
Should be 23.
That's 17, and she's had a 3 and a 3-point play since halftime. 23-60 should be the. I do like how unselfish this team is.
Yeah. And I'm going to, I want to have to text Coach Wright. You take over the play-by-play.
All right. Addison at the free throw line. Addison Humes at the free throw line. Jennings block. Must be confusion on the jump ball. Now they're saying Falcons ball. 2:32 left, 62-23 is what we have.
Yeah, it should be 23. They were 17, and texted the bitch. So I'm not sure what happened there. Here's Lee. And
Good hustle by Humes.
she's going to turn it over. Isabella with a nice running shot will not go. Lee is
tonight.
free foul on the reach. Ducharme in backcourt. Not sure why we're pressing with a 40-point lead.
It's hard to, when you got Tigers, hard to cage them.
Yep. And they are getting after it.
I will say Sydney only knows how to play one way, and that's hard with everything. So
Down to 210. Here's Lee, takes it in, bounces. Oh, my goodness.
another great
And they
pass.
walk. Well, I'm still trying to get their attention. It's not that 1 point's going to make or break anything. Just they need all the help they can get. 62-22, we're under 2 minutes here. Jennings to Humes. Humes looking for a cutter there. And here's shot from corner, no good. The down being fought for on the baseline goes out of bounds to the Falcons. Here comes Lee walking the ball in the front court. And she tries to do too much and lose it. Here's him. Coming past the timeline. Jump stops is fouled. No call. And they'll call it to us. 62-22. Hopefully the mercy rule will begin in the fourth quarter. Sharm to bring it in. The shot.
Screen the
Get
screener.
this another screen the screener. And here's James taking it on the baseline and is raked across the arm. She'll go to line for two.
Pretty impressive. Free throw 7 and 8 tonight for Addison coming up. Nice little night. Get to the free throw line that much.
Addison guns it, makes it.
Now 5 out of 7.
63-22. Humes guns, drops.
6 out of 8.
64. We're going to still say 23. Maybe they'll change that going into the fourth. Ball screen for Lee. And she's having trouble going through two people, but is bailed out on the reach.
That might be it for Humes. 5.
Addison going out. Yep. $1:14 to go.
Free throws. AJ Page comes in, checks in for the first time, a freshman. Out. Christian tonight has got a little bit difficult, more difficult, I guess, with Lee picking up her fifth.
So she's going to sit out 9 minutes. It'll be tough. 64-22. It's a dumb rule anyway. Shouldn't foul out. Nice over the head hook shot by McClary. 66-22. And it's going to be a lot of this right here. Sydney layup good. 68-22. 44 seconds left. Jock with the ball. Gives the ball to Jennings. 68-22. Last half minute, and she's going to turn the ball over. And Addison does get her hand under the ball sometimes. You got to try to keep that on top. $18 seconds.
Eagles ball.
68-22 with 15.8.
Comes the AJ Page 3 ball right here.
All right, 68-22. AJ Page is in. Sydney's going to skip the shot. Bounce is no good. Sydney trying to get the boards. The final 6 seconds. And the alternate possession will go to Franklin.
Jersey night for the student body tonight. I see a bunch of different jerseys over there.
Clock will run out. 68-22. We'll be back hopefully with the mercy rule in a moment.
pretty sure.
So we are ready to resume play. Here's Isabella driving down the lane, banks it good. And checking into the contest also is Caden Walker, the Walkman, along with A4J Page. And nice hustle. Page steals it, ball thrown out of bounds, and will be retained by the Falcons. The clock is running mercifully. 70-22.
Vanetta with a Ric Flair woo on the AJ
Yeah.
hustle.
And Isabel, she's got a player. Oh, she didn't hit AJ. Boy, she had her wide open. Isabella's not going to give it up. She gets it to Walker. Walker over to the Shock. Shock, baseline, fade away. Jennings hustling, fouls on the rebound. Good effort there. Also coming into the game is Ellie Gaither, the Gator. She checks in for McClary. So we've got a lot of new kids into the game now. Jennings picking up full court. And AJ comes out to help trap. And P-Shock steals it. Here she goes. In left-handed. Powers, boy, she is hammered out of bounds. But she laughs it off. She's a tough kid and got a great attitude, too. Boy, she got hit. That didn't feel good. Although AJ's kind of laughing at her. Caden the Walkman Walker is into the contest along with Jennings. Got A4J Page and Ellie the Gator Gaither. P-Shock the shot. Rims it or hits it off the front rim. And now Ashley Travis coming into the game along with
Ashley
Ashley
Heidecker.
Yes.
Ashley
Ashley H. The Hyde. Shock will try to net this one. It's good to get all these kids in here last quarter. Puts it up, and it's going to be short. Ashley Travis really wanted that to go in so she could come in. Oh, nice play by Walker. She took the hit, and they don't give her the charge. Excellent job of setting up by Walker. Now Travis, why isn't she getting in? Now there's something, she's got to go to the locker room for some reason. So they couldn't get her in. Clock ticking down. 70-22 in a blowout here. Our girls will go to 2-2. Well, she almost threw it into the back court. And Walker with the steal. Here she comes. Got Shock on the left side. Hits her. Had Gaither down the side, but instead, no good. Here's Gaither battling for the board. And a walk on the rebound by Franklin. 70-22. Walker to inbounds the play. Strain the screener. And they get to P-Shock. Nice layup. Good. Walker hits P-Shock, and the lead goes to 50. 4:17 to go. A4J Page and Gaither doubling the ball. She's in trouble. But they get on the baseline. Could they score? Nope. The Gator gets it. Here she comes. Past the timeline. Looking for help. She gets over to Walker. Walker. Nice to AJ from downtown. Oh, it aired. Gaither trying to save it. The crowd was pulling for AJ to rip it. It was a little short, a little too much arch, and now Travis checks in for P-Shock. She had a good game. How many did she score?
2, 4, 6. 6 total.
All right, good game.
Yeah.
And AJ comes to the midcourt line to pick up the ball in a 50-point blowout game here. And she drives all the way in, lays it up, no good. Air ball there from 4 feet away. Just tough situation to coach. But, their girls keep trying. It really is a tribute to them. They have no hope, and yet they have won 2 games.
Yeah, they've won 2 games, and you could tell they probably just didn't have the players to stay in front of Kayla Lee. like we did. We had players stay in front of her, and
Gaither on top, gives to Walker. Nice inside to Heidecker, and good off the board. Nice feed, and she gets it 74-22. 2:40 to go. Heidecker gets on the scorecard. Nice pass from Walker and Page as they moved it around. And a pushing foul on Page. See if one of our girls can hit the downtown three.
yeah, the 3-point shooting is about the only thing that we did not do good tonight.
Right, yeah, we didn't hit one. They went in and out,
Yeah.
and now a timeout with 2:11 to go. So I'm sure they're exhausted also. So we'll keep it right here. The boys' action should be really intense, Coach. 74-22.
Looking at the student section, I see a couple of Derrick Henrys over there, and is that what's his name for the round? I see a Rams jersey, Aaron Donald over there, Patriots. I see a Vanderbilt Commodore over there, Ole Miss Rebel, and is that the Gator? Can't tell if the bright orange at the
Yeah,
back.
that's a Florida Gator shirt.
Florida Gator.
Not my favorite jersey.
He should be suspended, right?
Yeah.
Let's get him out at least.
Unless, that's Vasily, that could be some hockey thing.
Oh, it could. Okay, I see that.
That
Yeah.
could be hockey. All right. Ball inbounded, triple team on the baseline, and Gaither had a steal, but the walk was called first. So let's see if we can get one of our younger players here to get another basket. 4 freshmen, and Gaither, the sophomore, in. Comes Walker. Gaither to AJ. Page backs out of there with it, takes to the right, gives to Gaither. Gaither has it knocked out of her hands, retrieves it, gives to Heidecker. She's going to take the 15-footer, no good. Gaither tracks down the rebound but shuffled the feet. Good hustling rebound. The clock goes to a minute and a half.
Coach
74-22.
still working the referees over there. He's getting her money's worth. Oh, here we go, Gaither.
Here she comes down the left side, and it's going to be wrestled to the ground. She'll go to the line, I believe, won't she?
No, I think he caught on the floor.
Okay, on the floor.
We need to hurry up, though. Or maybe they can call up the line.
1 minute. Why did they stop the clock? For a foul?
Foul shots, maybe.
I don't know. I didn't think they stopped it on that. 1 minute, 74-22.
Oh, no, he caught on the ground. They thought it was over 5. Our ball out of bounds, but no one understands.
Yeah. They're walking
confused.
around looking at each other.
Ellie wants her free throws.
Finally, Walker goes over there and takes the ball out.
Travis was too open to throw it to her, I guess.
There's Ellie inside to Nadic. You got another, to Ashley. Ashlea, rather. The ball thrown away. Walker, boy, she is getting another block call. She's tried to take 2 charges, and she's been floored both times.
Yeah.
46.5. AJ Grimes, top of the defense. AJ Page. AJ Grimes was a point guard for me in 1987. They just flashed back. 38 seconds.
I didn't know you were coaching when you were 12, Coach.
Yeah, I just got out of elementary school. 34.7 to go, 74-22. So the Falcons are going to retain possession.
See Ashley trying to do the Anna Pierce and steal the inbounds from the referee. She's learning.
Oh, my goodness. She stepped across the line. Oh, my. Pounds it right into the corner. This is just a tough situation.
Timeout by the coach.
23.4 to go. The game will not end.
Don't they know I got reservations at the Bellevue Waffle House tonight?
Man, I'd like to go over there with you. You're going to stay with me for the boys' game, though?
And as long as my reservations don't,
All
I'll
right.
be here.
I'll go over there with you. Waffle House sounds delicious right now.
That's my tradition.
Well, I want to go with you on that sometime.
Yeah. Welcome anytime, Coach.
23.4 to go.
Got AJ
Falcons.
playing center?
Yeah.
Is it so?
I think she's the free man.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
free
man.
Yeah.
At first I thought we were in the zone.
Gaither coming down 18 seconds. And as luck would have it, there's a stoppage of play and the stoppage of clock.
The game that just won't stop.
17.3, 74 to 22. And let's see how many more whistles we can get here. Here comes another one. No, Gaither comes out of there. She's got Walker. Instead, it's ripped out of her hands. And that's one stoppage. I'm predicting two more.
I want to see an AJ Page 3 right here or Walker. Walker
All
might
right.
get a shot right here. Here goes a good screen. Walker's getting a
Walker,
shot.
you got to pull that.
Pull it.
8 seconds. Walker takes it to the key.
Oh,
She should have
unselfish.
shot it. Gaither,
Unselfish.
it's layup for the layup as time runs out. Good unselfish play. 76 to 22. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. Eagles win a blowout. We're playing Friday over at Hume Fog. Then we're back here Saturday for the telecast. I will not be here for that. I'm coaching my granddaughter's third grade game against a good fourth grade team. So I won't be with you here on the play-by-play, but we're going to bring you the boys' action here in just a second as the girls leave the floor. And we'll be back with boys' action in just a moment.